Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the mobile app coaching. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here. If you can hear me loud and clear, by all means, please respond in the affirmative, preferably with VV Nation, to let me know that I am coming across loud and clear. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Hopefully, like Alfredo says, hopefully everybody enjoyed their Thanksgiving. Had family over, we cooked, we ate, we watched football, we slept, babies cried, all that stuff. But it's a beautiful thing to not only be a parent, but for Janet and I to be grandparents too. So it was a great Thanksgiving. In the background, of course, we have Koo. Koo is always here for the Friday videos, always helping me out, and I sincerely thank you for that. Carol says, sing out. You are coming to Tampa? Way to go, Carol. Sitting around the Christmas tree and something that is good. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Oh, got to get into the Christmas spirit now. It's time to get into the Christmas spirit. Thanksgiving is done. So now we can do the Christmas thing. Jen is probably she's gone away for the weekend. She's probably going to put up a Christmas tree when she comes back. Glenn, the Santa rally in full swing. Should we now be going deep? Listen, I'm all about right now. I picked up a couple of extra stocks in my portfolio. I picked up Poet and I picked up ETHT. I picked up Ethereum and I picked up Poet. Poet is one of the stocks that I put out there on the channel as stocks on my radar. So I am doing Poet. So thanks for advising to hold on Nvidia. No name, I got out of my NVDL. Remember, NVDL is leverage. So as Nvidia was going down, I was going down a little faster than Nvidia. So I took like a 12% loss, but this was on my second tranche. I had already closed out half, took my profits. I was on my second tranche. So Poet is good. I started recently. I am in Poet in the real world now. So, man, that stock is just moving. Glenn, Poet doesn't he know? Glenn's a poet and he doesn't know it. There you go. Iris Energy's rocking it. We looked at that today in the Jockey Club today. That's Iris and that's Irene, right? That's Irene. What are your symptoms? What are your symptoms on those two? What do you mean? What are my symptoms? I'm not sure what you're asking. I know that Poet I liked because not only did I do it in a video for the channel, and then I turned around and said, yeah, I like it. And I was already in IBIT. Ethereum, I was looking. Ethereum is moving faster than crypto right now, so I picked up some Ethereum. So there you go. Kurash, good afternoon. ET, what do you ask about ET? ET didn't phone home, did he? T-Lou says, FTNT and Crowd, please advice. Again, I'm going to give you an opportunity to look at stocks. We're going to build a watch list of stocks, but I'm not ready to do it yet. All right, so as we look at what's going on in the market, again, if you're brand new to the channel, for this particular live stream, it's all about the mobile. I am using just the mobile, not the desktop. So the idea here is for those of you who are not able to be tethered to your computers all day, this is a great way to be out on the road, whether it's on your phone. In my case, it's an iPad to keep me alert of what's going on. Technical for ETHU, please. Again, hold off on the stock. So now that I've said that twice, I'm going to currently ignore all of the new picks that you're asking me to look at. All right, so I got a lot that I want to get through. All right, and especially because if I'm talking about the Santa rally is in full swing, you guys need to know where you need to be. And I know that's why you're asking about some of the stocks that you're asking about. Ryan just did a short Black Friday special gift from him to you in regards to Nvidia. So interesting about Nvidia, Ryan showed that it's at a trend line, it's bouncing. I still think that Nvidia is the hottest stock on the planet. I just took my profits on it. I'm going to wait for another buying opportunity. It's nice to see you today on my birthday. Happy birthday, AB. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Always like to shout out people on their birthday because it's another year around the sun and you've had the blessing to be alive for another year. Again, Jimmy, I'm not going to talk about that right now, all right? But I will give an opportunity to look at stocks. I want to. Poet, ACH, Archer, I'm in as well. Jobby for defense. I love all of those stocks. All double-digit gains today in the back of Glenn's pump earlier this week. Listen, it's not a pump. I never pump any stock. Does anybody think I ever pump any stock? Type a yes or a no. My job is to bring stocks to your attention. Now, always understand that even when I bring a stock to your attention, you guys still have to do your own homework and you have to determine what's right for you. What's right for you. I try very hard to never pump a stock. I want you guys to be aware of what's not. And I don't even pump Apple. I'm not even trading Apple. I'm not even trading Apple. All right. As much as I love Apple, I am not trading Apple. Glenn, thanks for CRNT and Poet. You are welcome, Michael. Again, all I want to do is bring, and Palantir, I don't own Palantir right now. The two stocks that you think that I pump, possibly, I don't own either one of those. Is Poet ready to buy? I bought Poet today. Now I will look at that because I did put that out there. Poet, I did buy into that today. That stock is just killing it. I'd like to see it take out that level of the big wick. It's right there. It's right. I got out of my, no. I think I am in TSLL still. I didn't get out of TSLL yet. You talk about on Palantir? Let me go bring up Palantir. I said 66.15 PLTR. What's it at? I didn't pull the trigger on it. Dang it. I did not put a buy stop order on it, which I should have did. Not a little pump. Fitness says is the hottest stock on the planet. Wait a minute. I'm not pumping it. Can anybody say that Nvidia is still not the... Does anybody agree that Nvidia is the hottest stock on the planet just by the gains? Do you agree with that it's the hottest stock on the planet? Type of one. All right, type of one. If you don't think it, you think I started pumping it to you, type of two. Nvidia is the hottest freaking stock on the planet. You look at all the stocks that are out there that have performed and made a lot of people a lot of money. I ain't pumping it. I'm just showing you what it's all about. So I'm looking at Palantir. I missed the move to get in. I did not put a buy stop order into it. Again, you guys, I don't know if you realize or don't realize all of the stuff that I have on my plate every day. I gave you a buy point. If you got in on the buy point, you're gonna be fine. If you got in on I think my buy point was 66.13. 60. If you got in, you're fine. I missed it. All right, but at least I put you guys in a better opportunity to get it. That was on Palantir. Let's go look at Nvidia, NVDA, NVDA. Looking at this. Now, the only reason why I'm looking at these stocks, these are stocks that everybody and their mom is holding. All right. CRNC, I have not talked about either one of those yet. But Nvidia, right now, even according to Ryan's video, he did a short on it. If you hadn't watched it yet, go look at it. I'm not ready to get into it. Now, I will be doing a video tonight. Tonight's video is going to be on candlestick reversals. I'm looking at a possible candlestick reversal right now on Nvidia. Anybody want to tell me what today's candle is? Anybody want to tell me what today's candle is? And that's what I'm looking at as far as a reversal right now. The 3 and the 8 and the 20 are still all in place. But what is the candlestick that's being formed on today's graph? Not a yes. In this case, it's more of a hammer. It's pulling down. I'd call it more of a hammer. But it could be a possible reversal. I'd wait to see what happens on Monday. That's not a doji, Akshaya. Let me show you a doji up here, right here on that candle. That's the candle on 2/12/2024. That's a doji. That's a doji. Well, look at the open and the close. 72. No, what is open? 72.60 close. 72.61. That's a 1 cent move on the candle. That is a doji. Whereas I look at today, What's the open? 141.99. What's the close? Yeah, that's not a doji. A doji is a really, really small move for the day on the candle. Really, really. You talking about Disney today, Jazz? Don't get me started. Now, the thing about Disney is, no matter how I feel about it, the stock is moving. I can't deny it. You know, it's moving. Excuse me. Now I got the hiccups. Dang it. Anybody hate having hiccups? Put this on 3-month graph. The stock is moving. The 3, the 8, and the 20 are still all in play. The stock is moving. All right. Made big money with Moana too. What did? Is it out yet? I want to see it. My kids, my grandkids, and my wife went to go see Wicked last Friday. They loved it. They loved it. T-Lou said, I bought a new car from Nvidia profits last Christmas. In April, Nvidia is a legendary stock. Man, oh man. All right. So Mara is another stock. We'll be dealing with crypto. Crypto is a big thing. Mara, I think, is making a nice move today. Watch the wick. I love the MACD at the bottom. A lot of bullishness on the MACD. Watch the wicks at the top of these candles. Watch the wicks on the top of these candles. And again, I've got about 25 stocks that I'm going to be looking at that a lot of you have been trading, and we're going to use candlestick reversals to help you. Nvidia is going to be in that list. Candlestick patterns to help you in regards to when to get out and when to start thinking about getting back into the stocks. You know, a reversal from going down or a reversal from moving up. Tonight's video is going to be kind of cool, especially with stocks that you guys already own. Sound threw me out with a decline earlier this week, then it jumps nearly 20% today. You know something? Sound, you guys, nowadays, this is starting to become a power hour. This is becoming a power hour. As a matter of fact, for those people who are on VectorVest, we got a power hour today at 2 o'clock. Let's go look at SoundHound. Interesting about SoundHound. Ooh, coming off this level of support. You know what the candle is before today's candle? That's a piercing pattern, and that is a possible reversal. And what did we get? Confirmation of it. Whew. You want to be able to do this on your own? Make sure you watch tonight's video. Now, in regards to getting you out, Taboola, I don't know where your stop was, but we got a solid level of support, as you can see on the graph. It pulled down for 2 days, but never broke below that level of support. Never. I guess we don't help with our mobile app anymore. What are you saying, Jazz? I'm looking at the mobile app. So it's interesting that even on the pullback for 2 days, solid level of support, never broke through. The 3 and the 8 remained intact. Wednesday, that is a piercing pattern, bullish piercing pattern with follow through today. Gotta love that. So we don't need help. It says, I guess we don't need help with our mobile. You don't need help? Yes, you do. That's why you're here. Well, if you don't want the help, Jazz, you can go away. I don't want you to go away. But y'all, that's what y'all are, wait, Jazz, that's what y'all are here for. Y'all are here for the mobile app, and everything I'm doing right now is all based on the mobile app. All right. I'm not looking at any news. Sigh. Nobody listens. But here we go. Qubits has been on the line. You trained us how to use it. Well, I'm still, you know something? Just because you're here every week, Jazz, doesn't mean that everybody who's here is here every week. Just think about that. Just think about that. How many people are brand new to the channel? Type a 1 in the room. All right, I want you to see this, Jazz. How many people are brand new to the channel? Type a 1 in the room. Got to leave early for a Kansas City game. All right, so Lee, I'm looking at qubits, looking at a 3-month graph. The 3 to 8 are in play. Big down day here, but the 3 and the 8 stayed in place. I'm going to tell you, qubits, leave it alone. Qubits, leave it alone. All right, just leave it alone. Nice open candle. I don't like the wick at the top, but you know something? It is starting to overtake halfway up that big red candle. I'd leave it alone. MACD is strong. MACD is strong. Look at Nvidia now. NVDA. What do I say? I said, don't give me any new stocks, and nobody listens. Nobody pays attention. A little bit of a spinning top right there. But then there's a gap up with today's candle. You know what I don't like about Nvidia yet? Let's wait for the 3. It's below the 3, the 8, and the 20. While it's above the 3, not above the 8. The 3 is not above the 8, and all of this is not above the 20. And MACD is getting less negative, but still negative. So when Ryan made the short today about, you know, as a Black Friday special getting ready, I'm still on the mindset of getting ready. It just went right now above that level of resistance. I've got no confirmation. I've got no confirmation of that yet. So I'm looking at it now. I see the open candle, very little wick at the top. All of those things are great things. What I'm probably waiting for before I think about getting back into Nvidia, let's see if we get confirmation on Monday, number one. Number two, I'd like to see the 3 go back above the 8. So when I'm looking at Nvidia, I love what Ryan put out. I'm just looking at it a little deeper in my own mind here, looking at today's graph. It's up, you know, 2.5% today, which is a beautiful thing, but it's still in a level of consolidation. I needed to break out of that level. I love that it's closing right now above that level of resistance. And right now, we only got 45 minutes left of the market to be open. Glenn, you need to do a video about quantum computing. I know! Everybody keeps telling me that. I got to do a quantum computing stocks one. I did one a long time ago. I just haven't done any ones since. So... what is it? Axon. One last one. AXON. Let's go take a look at it. I like the stock. Stock is just a moving. You know what catches my attention? Look at the stock's price moving up. All right. Look at the stock's price moving up. Look at what's going on with the MACD. It's losing from a technical side. It is losing momentum. I'd be careful with Axon. It's still moving. It's hitting a new 3-month high. I like all of that. The 3, the 8, and the 20 are all in place. You know what I would say? If you own Axon, if the stock's price crosses below the 8, I'd probably think about holding off. But right now, the 3, the 8, and the 20 are all in place. I don't like the MACD going further down. All right, so INOQ is a freaking hot stock. INOQ, I do like it. Let's go look at it in 1 year. Let's go look at, you know what I don't like? Look at that. Relative value and relative safety are both below 1. This is not a fundamentally sound stock, but it's moving up in price. The only people that should be getting into this stock should be people a little bit more aggressive. What happened to VSIG? VSIG just... that was profit taking, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I put in an order, a little order on the Jockey Club, but I took it off. That was strictly, it got a contract. It got part of the chips. It got a contract, but that's all news driven. When I look at INOQ, I need you to be careful with it. It's not fundamentally sound. It is overvalued. Put this on a 3-month graph. You know, the graph tells the story, though, right? Up 13.5% today. If you're in it, you're great. The 3, the 8, and the 20, if you want to get into it, I'd look at 12 cents higher than the high. Was it 28.38? 37.30 would be my buy-in price. 37.30, which is 12 cents higher than the high. I love it on the 3-month graph. The move. All right, but I want you to keep in mind on the other side of it, on the other side of it, that its stock is not fundamentally sound. This is strictly technical. Are you going to get back into defend? I don't know. At some point, 3-month little consolidation going on, broke above this level of resistance. It's staying above it a little bit of indecision going on today. MACD is starting to pick up. From a technical standpoint, it's starting to pick up a little bit more momentum. I need it to get out of its own way. It's up 2.5% today. That's a great thing. But if you look at the graph is just a lot more volatility than playing like a Lockheed Martin or Raytheon or something like that. I like defend because it plays the whole space. You know, if I could draw a trend line from this point up to where we are right now, the stock is trending higher. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's a beautiful thing. But I got this level, which I just got through. I got this level, which I need to get through. But I do like to pick up in MACD. There was another one, Dell. I'm never going to get to anything. You know something? I might as well just make this a power hour. I might just make it. Dell. Let's go back one. Fundamentally sound. Let's go look at the VectorVest core indicators. It is undervalued. That's a good thing. All right, let's go back to Dell. DELL, DELL. It's a fundamentally sound stock. Look at that. Relative value, relative safety above 1. Long term, I don't mind it. Coming off of this level of support, failed, 1 month. Failed a little. All right, take me off for a second. Cool. Type in the password. A quantum computing YouTube.I to clarify. I am. Anyone own this penny stock cooler? I don't know anything about it. Let's go back to Dell. So again, fundamentally sound stock. I like that. Draw a trend line from this level down here. It dropped below the trend line. Look at that, all the way down to here. It did. The 3, the 8, and the 20 are all negative. Now I do like the bounce off support. Let me zoom that in. I do like the bounce off support. I like today's activity. Notice that the MACD is negative. You know what I'm looking for before I get back into Dell after a nice run here? I am looking for MACD to go positive, but you know what else I'm looking for? I don't have RT on here. I wonder if I should graph settings. I want to put inactive envelopes. I don't want envelopes. Candlestick. Can I put value moving averages indicator? I can only put one indicator. I'm going to put RT on it for right now. All right, let's go back. I took off MACD. Dell. I'm looking. RT just got back above 1 with the bounce. I'd like to see a continuation of move of RT. Does that make sense, Michelle? All right, Glenn. This should be about the VectorVest app. That is great. I'm only using the app, folks. In case you don't know, I'm not using the desktop in any way, shape, form, or fashion. This is only the desktop version that we're looking at right here. Right. Rocket Labs, 1 million shares were bought to close. Rocket Labs is on my list tonight too. Let's go look at RKLB. Rocket Labs has been killing it. Look at that. Whoo-wee. Rocket Labs I like. And look at RT. RT is killing it. Stocks price the 3, the 8, the 20, everything. Now, as the 3 pulls away from the 8, if the stock price is not, I want everybody to listen to this. If the 3, you see the 3 and the 8, if the 3 keeps pulling further away from the 8, I would use the 3 as a way to get out quickly. Does everybody understand that? Yes or no? Does everybody understand that? Notice that the 3 and the 8, back here, the 3 and the 8 were close to each other. Here, the 3 and the 8 are pulling away from each other. As the stock's price is gaining momentum and pulling up, if the 3 keeps moving away from the 8, if the price closes below the 3, notice that it hasn't. If the price closes below the 3, for those of you who are looking to take profits quick, that's your time to take it. If you want to give the stock a little bit more room, let the 3 cross below the 8. And if you still want to give it more room, wait for the price to go below the 20. Now, does that make sense to everybody in the room? Type of 1 or 2. Type of 1 if that makes room. Now, I can almost call this parabolic, Bill. That's why I'm saying if the price closes below the 3, because it may look parabolic, I would be willing to take my profits if it closes below the 3 exponential moving average. All right. RYCEY, 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 and Rolls-Royce was its name. Interesting about Rolls-Royce, as much as I like it, I don't like the falling earnings. All right, so if I'm looking at, I do like the 1-year graph, bottom left, top right. But look at the most recent fall in earnings. We all know that earnings is the engine that drives the stock's price higher, right? The fall in earnings concerns me. Now, the stock's upside potential is at 1.22. Stock's got good upside potential to outperform a AAA corporate bond over the next 1 to 3 years. The safety is just at 1. The stock is fully valued, so at least it's not overvalued. Let's put this on a 3-month graph. I do like the bounce off of this level of support. I do like that the 3 just went above the 8, and I do like that the stock's price is about to cross back above the 20. Would I be looking at this as a possible get back in or get in? Yes. I like that RT just recently went from below 1 to above 1. I like that it's up 3% today. I like that, well, it's got a little wick at the top. It's got no wick at the bottom, which means that it started right at the bottom and it just kept going up. A little bit of pullback today, not big, but I like that the 3 just crossed above the 8. I like it after consolidation right there, and I like that the price is almost above the 20-day simple moving average. I would be getting ready with Rolls-Royce. Now, all this time from here all the way up to here, the stocks had a good run up to the top. I like that. It pulled back and now could be getting ready. I know you stated this, just confirming. Are you using exponential moving averages on the 8, on the 3 and the 8? Yes. On the 20? No. If we go to graph, I am looking at, where are we? 3 moving averages. I'm looking at a 3 exponential, an 8 exponential, and a 20 simple. I'm looking at a 20 simple. SMCI, yay or nay? I don't think I'm ready for SMCI yet. SMCI, I need the dust to settle. I need the dust to settle with all of the book stuff. All right, a lot of people are getting in now saying it's a great opportunity, bottom fishing from that level of support. Guess what? It got to this level of resistance and pulled back. The 3 now has gone back. The 3 has not gone below the 8 yet. RT now went back below 1. I'm concerned about SMCI until all of the dust settles. I'm concerned about SMCI. Now, a lot of people have gotten in and go, man, yeah, this is great. I'm bottom fishing. I'm getting in. The dust ain't all settled yet. The dust hasn't all settled yet. I'm not a fan of getting in just quite yet. I'm not bottom fishing it. And this would have been a good opportunity. If we would have broke through that level of resistance, I would have put more emphasis on, whoo, all right, it may be getting ready. It ain't there yet. And again, folks, you got to let the dust settle. The courts have to come in, or all them people going to come in and see, and they got to see just how jacked up the books are. SMCI bottom or halfway to bottom? I don't know. Listen, currently that's the bottom. Currently that's the bottom at that level of support. All right, and it bounced off that bottom, and a lot of people jumped on board. All right, a lot of people jumped on board from a bottom fishing perspective because the stock is still fundamentally sound. I am still of the mindset. I got to see what the book said. I got to see what the new auditor may come out and go, dang, y'all are jacked up. And then walk away and get their money. And if that happens, that's not going to be good for SMCI. So I did let you guys know, if y'all jumping on board now, it's more of an aggressive play. It is more of an aggressive play. And by the way, it's more of an aggressive play. Let's go look at RBOT. What is it? RBOT. What is it doing? It's coming up off a level of support. It's got a lot of volatility back and forth. RT is above 1. It's leveling out. The stock is, I don't know if I've got the wherewithal to be in a stock that's got this much volatility. You know, just look at it here, sideways. Look at the move here, back and forth, broke through a level of resistance. Right there at a 3-month high, 1378. I don't know what the news is on this, but the graph will show you the picture. It would be nice if when looking at a stock in my stocks, I could look at the stock graph, without going back to the home and searching for the stock. What do you mean? So if I'm in my stocks, let's go to my watch list. Is this what you're talking about, Bill? And let's say I'm looking at Nissan. Let's go AI stocks and ETFs, right? And when looking at the stocks in my stocks, I could look at the graph without. So I can do that. If I click on Nvidia, just swipe to the left. There's the next stock on the list. There's Dave. Wow, Dave looks good. Look at that. Wow. Coming off a level of support right here, breaking up the 3, the 8, and the 20. Is that what you're talking about, Bill? I'm going from stock to stock in that list. I'm going from stock to stock in that list. So hopefully that answers your question. CRM. Hello, everyone. What's up, Kwame? What's up, Kwame? Let's go look at MSTX. MSTX. No. I would just definitely say no right now. I'm not feeling it. I know that they've been buying up all of this crypto, but no. Wow. Anybody know what that candlestick pattern is right there? That's a bearish engulfing with follow through. And you know something? Coming off of this nice run up, that was your reversal. Holy smokes. Would I rather get out then or still be holding it down here? Wow, right? And RT went below 1. Whew. Yeah, I'm not feeling that. FTN, BWA. BWA. Again, this just becomes another stock analysis hour. Just on the market before, bought into Oklo and BWXT. Was looking at into SMR, I do like, but it's not an active company making any earnings. Hold on, Birdbath. Let's go look at no, wow. BWA is just choppy. And this is a 1 year view of the stock. I'd rather be in a stock that's moving from the bottom left to the top right. Now, interesting that if you want to trade it, you got opportunities to trade this. But man, this stock is all over the place. Who gave me BWA? Niaz. That's all over the place. That bothers me. I'd rather be in a stock that's got a little bit more stability. Unless you're a trader playing off of the support and resistance, then you can do that. All right, FTNT. FTNT. Let's go look at that. 1 year graph moving higher. Put it on a 3-month graph. I'd like to see it take out that level of resistance. I do like that the 3 and the 8 just went back bullish and above the 20. RT is rising. I'd really like to get above that $100 mark, though. All right? Right now, it's consolidating. Actually, it's wedging. If I could draw a line attaching the highs and a line attaching the lows, I got a wedge. That's consolidating. That's definitely consolidating. So Birdbath is looking at Oklo, OKLO, search OKLO, looking at that in BWXT. Oof, OKLO. You know what I didn't like? Look at the earnings on a 1 year graph. Goodness gracious, starting to rise. But again, some stocks you're giving me right now are looking pretty volatile, back and forth and back and forth. If you're okay with that, then take it. But I'm not a fan, unless I'm a trader. I'm not a fan of this long term. I'm not a fan of this long term. And what was the other one? BWXT. You said that these were energy plays. Energy, BWXT. I do like the move, bottom left, top right. Love the rising earnings. I know that it's overvalued. Safety is there. They make money. Relative value tells me it's iffy if it outpaces AAA corporate bonds. Look at it on a 3-month basis. Solid level of resistance right there. The 3 and the 8 are holding in, and it's above the 20. RT is above 1. I need to get above that level of resistance. The stock shows me that it can go from the bottom left to the top right. I need to see it get out of its own way. I really got to see it get out of its own way. All right, I looked at a lot of stocks. I told y'all stop putting stocks in there. Nobody listens to Glenn. Nobody listens to Glenn. All right, let's go look at Irene. Big move. I do like the move. I love that in the past couple of days it broke through 2 levels of resistance. All right, it's got another level right here, right there. RT's on the rise. I like from this level of support, it's been going up and up and up and up and up. The last 2 days are kind of parabolic, though. Just keep that in mind. Last 2 days are parabolic. Be careful with Irene. Hello, Irene. That's all the words that I know to the song. If I keep on singing, it'll be wrong. Just joining in. Can I give you 20 stocks to look at? John, no. How do we know that SMC is fundamentally sound since we really don't know what's... Good question. Good question. So when I'm looking at the fundamentals, it does take a time for the RV and RS to get in. as a stock is being affected like it is now, it's going to take time for those fundamental indicators to be fully affected. Does that make sense, Edward? So based on my snapshot in time, and this does change on a daily basis, but it hasn't changed enough to take it out of being fundamentally sound. All right, just not yet. So based on that, I still say it's fundamentally sound, but you're right. Once the books and the accounting come into play, that could affect our fundamental valuation on it. I'm taking Paul Tudor Jones' advice on SMCI. Nothing good happens under a stock's 200-day moving average. There you go. All I'm saying is, just by looking at it from a VectorVest perspective, I'm not ready to join in and blow the trumpet on SMCI yet. I'm just not, and hopefully I've walked you through the reasons why from a VectorVest perspective, why I'm not. So understand that the guidance that I gave wasn't guidance from Glenn. It was guidance from looking at the VectorVest system. All right, it was guidance. Wow, thank you so much for that, Jen. Thank you. We got us a super chat of $10. Type a W in the room. Type a W in the room. Way to go, Jen. Thank you for that. Do you have a stock that you want me to look at? Do you have a stock that you want me to look at? All right. You got happy Thanksgiving. You got me a stock you want me to look at? If so, I will take care of it. But thank you for the Thanksgiving super chat. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. Let me clear that out. I appreciate that. If you got a stock you want me to look at, Jen, you just let me know. I love that. So, the cool thing about that is, people make money with the guidance between Ryan and I. And it's almost like saying they're paying it forward. And for that, I appreciate it. Not really. Jen says, not really, but I'm watching FUBU. Need some. All right. Let's go find you FUBU. FUBO. Let's go find you some FUBU. That's cheap. How about this? I'm going to hook you up. Stock pick ideas. It's not what I want. What am I looking? Screener. I got a screen specifically for undervalued stocks under $10, right? I'm going to hook you right up, Jen. Watch this. Where's my search? Where is this? My screens. All right. I'm going to hook you up. I'm going to hook you right on up. Safe undervalued rising. Nope. Undervalued under 10. All right, you want some cheaper stocks to get involved with? I'll hook you up right here. These are undervalued stocks less than $10. All right, now, I don't know how cheap wants to be. This is $8.55. Look at the undervalued, almost fundamentally sounds good upside potential. All right, it's come on, Eileen, because you know what I mean, and not Irene. Oh, is that what it is? I'm going to hook you up right here, Jen. There's one. CRNT, holy crud, man, $4 up 11.89% today. Look at that. Look at that. And these are all undervalued, Jen. These are all OP5. Watch the big wick on today's candle. I'd be careful with that. But keep in mind, that's a little bit more volatile than I'd like. Wow, look at ICAG. ICAGY. 663. 576 on STFS. Some of these stocks you probably ain't never heard of, Jen. Some of these stocks you probably haven't even heard of. What's up, David? How are you, my friend? How are you? All right, so, Jen, does this help you? Ooh, 221. Alstom was a stock that I gave a while ago, a long time ago. It's getting ready to break through a level of resistance right now. At least I'd keep my eyes on this. All right, Jen, talk to me. Ugh. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. That's gold, too. Not that one. Maybe I'd keep it on my radar if it breaks above that. Oof, not this one. Mac Daddy, Glenn, sing your presentation. Bet the likes will blow up. What's my sing? You mean my presentation? How you mean like, look at RYAM, it's going down, 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 down. Don't be doobie down. Whoa, 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 whoa. CDXO, consolidating, AEG. Ooh, nice move. I would keep my eye on it if it broke above that level of resistance, but it's a lot more volatile than I'd like to be even for a lower dollar stock. Orla, it looks like the first few stocks are what I liked. The first few stocks are what I liked. Now, I'm going to go back, and I'm going to find another search for you called safe undervalued rising. Now, these may not all be, see that? They may not all be cheap. But now for those people who are looking for longer term stocks, looking at the VectorVest mantra, safe undervalued stocks rising in price, preferably in a rising market. Look at that. Look at that. Now, these are people, look at that. Whew. 2 searches for the people who are looking for lower dollar stocks to go up, people who are looking for higher dollar stocks. These are, look at that. Who? How many people who are here today think that that's useful? This, how about, did this pay for your time to be here today? Right there, what I'm showing you right now. Just up a yes or a no. Look at these graphs. And again, I have it as part of a search. I have it as part of a search to find these stocks. Look at that. Good. Googly muggly. Well, good. That one's poopy. Look at the earnings. That's a search. It's a search that I created called Safe Undervalued Rising because that is our mantra. I made a search right down to the point of what we want to teach you, to buy safe undervalued stocks that are rising in price, preferably in a rising market. A lot of those graphs look beautiful. All right. I did look at FTNT today. And I looked at both of those stocks today, T-Lou. I looked at both FTNT and Nvidia. What is the section you're in? Lisa, this is a search that I created. So I'm in the screener. And I'm going up to Explore Screens. And then right here at the top, you see I've got 173 screens that moved from my desktop to my mobile. Now, I want to show you, I can show you the search criteria, safe undervalued. You'd have to do it in your mobile though. You'd have to do it in your mobile, but this is the search. Return stocks. The sort is VST descending. Price criteria, greater than $1, relative timing, trending higher for 3 days, relative safety, greater than 1.2. Stock price split adjusted, less than the stocks. I want undervalued stocks. And then RT has got to be greater than 1. T-Lou, thank you for the super chat. T-Lou, thank you for the super chat. So I know, so T-Lou wants me to look at FTNT and Nvidia, of which I looked at, but let's go look at the stocks. Stock pick ideas. Let's go. That's not what I want. FTNT and what was it? FTNT. Thank you, by the way. FTNT. Put the W's in the room for me, please. FTNT. Let's go take a look. I did say that this was, what did I say? I said that this was wedging. If I could draw a trend line connecting the highs, trend line connecting the lows, this is a consolidation pattern on FTNT. It's up today, 1%, but it is consolidating. I would wait on that to see which way it breaks. Nvidia, what am I looking at here? Look, I love the earnings per share. It's bouncing off a level of support, breaking through a level of resistance. I like both of those things. RT is falling, but that's because the stock's price was falling. I need for the 3 to go back above the 8. What about a stop for Walmart? I hate wedgies. I do too, Mac Daddy. I do too. Walmart, stop. In the name of love, before you break my heart. Oof. There's the 3 and the 8. Right now, Kiwi, this is another one. The 3 is pulling away. The 3 exponential moving average is pulling away from the 8, even though they're bullish, right? In this case, I love the earnings. Great. I'm watching the falling RT. That is a bearish divergence. So what am I looking at? If I'm looking at a 3 and an 8 on a graph, if it falls below the 3 exponential, I'm probably taking half off the table. Does that make sense, Kiwi? I'm probably taking half off the table right there. If I want to give it more room, when the 3 crosses below the 8, I take the other half off the table. All right, that's what I'm looking at. But the stock on a 3-month, 6-month graph is beautiful. Bottom left, top right, earnings, they smoked earnings. Smoked earnings, the stock's price is still going up. But I'd put a 3 and an 8 on the graph of it. If it closes below the 3, I take half off. That's a $150 stock, says Charles. All right, fine, then let it get there. It ain't got there yet. It may be a $150 stock, but it ain't got there yet. Listen, I'll ride it while it goes, but I ain't gonna let it. In my opinion, I'm all about taking the profit when I can. How many times, Charles, have you said that a stock is X amount and never gets there, and then you take a loss? All right, then it takes I'm not trying to do that. I don't want you to do that. Take the profits when you can. You can't go broke taking a profit. You can't go broke taking a profit. So when I look at a stock that's moving up the way that it is right now, if it closes below the 3, I take half off the table. What have I just done? I took profit. Now I'm giving it some room. If the 3 doesn't go below it, if the 3 doesn't go below the 8, then I keep that half that's in there. And I hear you. You've been watching it for years. Let's go put this on a 1-year graph. Love it. Put it on a 5-year graph. Love it. All right, but listen. I am not going to prognosticate that it's going to go up to $150 and wait for it. I would rather you take your profit and keep half of it in there. If you think it's going to be a $150 stock, I'd still take half off if it closes below the 3. Look at this. Let's put this back onto a 3-month graph. From this point right here, has it crossed and stayed closed below the 3? It has not. Then I'm going to put my trust in that. Glenn, one stock, just one to buy today. I want you to look at ETHE. I want you to look at that. Another stock I want you to take a look. Just keep your eyes on that one. There's another one I want you to keep your eyes on. I like that. It's about ready to take out its 3-month high. What is this? It's a 1-year. Let's put this onto a 3-month high. It's about ready to take out the 3-month high right there. Look at that move on it. I do like Poet. What else do I like? Those are 2. What else do I have written down? Keep your eyes on Hood. I'm giving you several stocks that I would look at that. Giving you several stocks I would keep my eyes on. Look at that. About ready to take out a 3-month high. Look at the 3 and the 8. Look at the 3 and the 8. Mac Daddy, I just gave you 3. Mac Daddy, I just gave you 3. All right. Archer that's a stock I just picked up. ACHR. I own that. Whew. Now, the scary thing about that is that looks parabolic. Yes, I am in it, and I got tight stops on it. Look at the 3 crossing, look at the 3 way away from the 8. I am definitely, if the price closes below the 3 on Archer, I'm taking that profit. There's a lot of profit locked in right there. There's a lot of profit locked in right there. Mac Daddy, that's another one. And I own that too. Nice move. 18% today. That's kind of scary, though. RT, though, is not showing a bearish divergence. RT is keeping up with the price still moving higher. That's a positive sign that it still has more legs to the upside. So, Mac Daddy, did that help you? You wanted 1, I gave you a few. Did that help you? You wanted 1, I gave you a few. And a lot of this is happening because I think the Santa rally is in full effect. All right, what's up with SMCI? I'm not ready, Lola, to take it. As I've said on more than one occasion today, the books still have to be settled. The books still have to be settled. We have to see how deep the accounting is with SMCI. A lot of people bought it, as I mentioned, off of a bottom. A lot of people bought it off of a bottom. And as I look, it's undervalued because it's gotten beaten up. I love the earnings per share. But look at that move from the level of support down here. Look at that move. It went up and people are like, yeah. And look at that right there. Look at that right there. They couldn't get through that. Nice! Mac Daddy just gave us another super chat. Thank you, Mac Daddy. I appreciate it. Put the W's in the room. Bill says cookbooks equal sell. I don't know how cooked the books are. All right. You have to remember the former auditor quit from SMCI. Why did he quit outright? He made mention that he was not comfortable with what was going on from SMCI. That was the problem. That was the problem. And because all of that dust hasn't settled, I am not a buyer of SMCI. It was giving you a nice little bottom fishing and hey, we're not going to be delisted. Hey, we got a new auditor, and people say, yeah, woo-wee, let's go buy into that stock. Yeah. And then it got to that level of resistance. Now we got 2 days of indecision. All right, 2 days, those are dojis, Akshaya. Those are dojis. The last 2 trading days are dojis, indecision. Why? Because the dust hasn't cleared. The dust hasn't cleared. How deep is the drop? How deep is the drop? I really need to know. 'Cause we're living in a world of fools taking SMCI down when we all should let it be. Wow, that was good right there, John. That was perfect. All right, Nvidia safe to go. Didn't I just talk about Nvidia twice today? I did. Are y'all not listening? Are y'all not listening? What did I say about Nvidia? Anybody want to tell me what I said about Nvidia? What did I say? What was I looking for as far as Nvidia was concerned? I want to see if anybody's taking notes. I look at the graphs. I give you the guidance. Who's taking notes? What did I say about Nvidia? I'm just curious. Anybody took notes? Just in case you didn't, there's indecision sitting in those charts. There's indecision with poopy stocks. Thank you, Rose. Rose took notes. I like that they bounced off support. I like that it crossed above this level of resistance. What I'm looking for, wait right on it, Rose, right on it. Ratesh said the same thing. Wait for the 3 to go above the 8. Wait for the 3 to go above the 8. RT is still above 1. It pulled back because the stock's price pulled back. I'm looking for the 3 to go above the 8 before I start thinking about it. Now, that's just thinking about it. It's got another level of resistance to get through right there. It's got another level of resistance to get right there, but the 3 is below the 8, and they're all below the 20. Troy says, sorry, was out shoveling snow for the... Hey, how big was the snow? All right, well, how big was it? We haven't gotten any snow. It's cold here today, though. It's cold. How many of y'all got snow? Type 1. And type of 1 and how deep? All right, type of 1 if you got snow and how deep. All right, Nvidia is in a base like Meta. Let's go look at Meta. Yep, got a nice level of support. Look at that, 2 levels of support. Nice open day. Notice that the 3 and the 8 crossed 3 days ago. The 3 and the 8 crossed 3 days ago. I'd like to see if Meta can get above that level of resistance, that level. But I wouldn't be mad at you if you got into it now. Understand you're going to have headwinds right here. Understand you're going to have headwinds right there. All right. 3 inches. 9 inches. Woo! Not in Florida, says Alfredo. That's right. We didn't get no snow. The mountains did in North Carolina. Nada, just cold weather here in Nevada. We got cold weather here. Toes are in the sand in Florida. For all you people that are in Florida, I got words for you. Because I'm not there. I got words for you. All right, UAMC is a Donald Trump Jr. stock. UMAC. That is a Donald Trump Jr. stock. UAMC. People were talking about in the jockey. What? UMAC. How many times? UMAC. Now, as I look at that, that's straight news-driven parabolic. I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. All right, I'm just 83%. It's a big move. Anybody feel comfortable touching that? Type of 1 if you would buy that today. Type of 2 if you would not. I wouldn't. I'm typing 2. I would not. I wouldn't stop at Taboola. I'm not touching that. I'm in the camp of not touching that. 83% in 1 day after all. No, I'm not touching that. All right, that's news driven. As a matter of fact, click on the 3 dots in the top right hand corner. Let's go view the stock news. Let's go view the stock news. What does it say? It says, yesterday, Unusual Machines CEO, Donald Trump Jr. advisory role isn't about political connections. That's it. 2 days, joins Unusual Machines as an advisor. I don't know him just as an advisor. What is unusual? I don't know anything about Unusual Machines. Research profile. Let's go look at the profile. What does it do? Corporate governance. I don't want to see that. I want to see what it does. Unusual Machines designs, manufactures, and sells ultra-low latency video goggles for drone pilots. Well, that's interesting because drones are on the rise, right? That's interesting. It operates a drone-focused e-commerce marketplace. The company serves drone pilots, hobbyists, and recreational services. The company was formerly known as AeroCarve USA, a U.S. corporation, and changed its name to Unusual Machines in July of 2022. Unusual Machines was incorporated in 2019 based in Orlando, Florida. Interesting. But the whole news, the move of it, it's got nothing to do with the goggles. It's got to do with Donald Trump Jr. taking a more active role in it. What does Trump? I don't know what he knows about that business, Rod. I have no idea. But I'm not touching that. I don't think that that's enough for me to feel comfortable taking a position in that stock. All right. Wow, Jen just gave another $10. Woo, type the W's in the room. All right, what did you say, Jen? Why can't I click? There we go. Stop. Why can't I click on that? There we go. Click the heart. Why can't I click? It's making me mad that I can't click the heart. I'm going to hit that. All right. I have one more. I have heard of for semiconductors, they will need lots of copper. Can you suggest a good copper stock? I don't, you know something, I'm going to talk about that. I think that right now, semiconductors, all of the server farms and all that, I want you to keep your eyes on this. I think that a lot of this is going to change from copper to fiber. I want you guys to sit out there and just look into that. I think we're going to have a big push in fiber optics for the AI world rather than copper. Take a look at that. Just take a look at that. All right? Do we save our stock picks for the power hour? Is it? Yeah, do that because, listen, I told y'all not to put stocks in here, and y'all did it anyway. So, if anything, Glenn, do you still like XLF? Yeah, I'm not touching UMAC. FL, what did you just ask me? MLCO? Oh, FTNT. I looked at FTNT already. Let's go look at a couple more. You guys didn't pay attention today. That's all right. Nobody. You want? There's Arrow? No, I don't like that for copper. You know what I would be looking at? FCX. That's a copper play. Man, let's go. Copper is not moving right now. Let's go to. I got a watch list. A copper watch list. Let's go see if I can find it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Where's my copper? Ah, look at that. Now, first off, Jen, I've got a copper watch list, right? First thing I see is RT on copper is 0.79. Aha! I'm not feeling copper. And Jazz said he would wait. That watch list right there, Jen, tells me I'm not fully feeling copper. But if I've got to look, let's go see percent gain loss. If I've got it, there it is. If I got to find some copper stocks to look at, no. Look at these. Look at these. Jen, does this make sense? I'm not feeling copper. You know what I need? I need a fiber watch list. I think there would be a big, you said SCCO. Somebody said there's SCCO. Yeah, I'm not feeling copper yet, Jen. Not yet. I'm not feeling copper yet. How is Newmont Gold? Wow. Jen, hopefully this, I don't know where you heard the story, but I hope that this analysis helps you out a little bit. And that I'm not feeling copper right now. Not in FCX, if I'm looking at copper, FCX is one of my favorite ones. And Southern Copper is SCO. I do like them both, but I'm not feeling. Tech is more than copper. It's zinc, lead, and metallurgical coal. I'm telling you, I want you guys to keep your eyes on fiber. All right, I want you to keep your eyes on fiber. Hope all these corrupted people go to jail. Oh, yeah, Akshaya. I'm not getting into that. I don't want nobody to go to jail unless they did something really, really, really bad. One more stock. XLF. Let's go look at that. XLF. Now, the reason why I do want you to, wow, nice play. The reason why I do want you to hold your stocks for the power hour, but a lot of you guys that are on the YouTube channel may not have a subscription to VectorVest. By the way, if you want a subscription to VectorVest, this is a good segue into the power hour today. The power hour is done in one of our trading rooms, one of our coaching rooms. But in order to get into the coaching room, you got to have a subscription. So I'm going to help you out. For those of you, I don't know yet. I'm going to have to, Florence, I'm going to have to make me a fiber list. Somebody's got to remind me. I got to make a fiber list. I think I might have one, but I got to make one. I may have to make one. If you're looking for a Black Friday special, 99 cents gets you 30 days into the VectorVest software. 99 cents. You have that, you will have access to our trading rooms where I'm going to do another power hour today. All right, that power hour is only for subscribers to the VectorVest software. All right, where they have access to the room. So I'm just putting that out there. I'm going to do a power hour today on the software. Glenn, I think some of those stocks are on infrastructure watch list. I got to find me. Somebody send me an email. Somebody who's got my email. It's at 2 o'clock today, G-Money. Someone who's got my email, send me an email. Send me an email to remember to put a fiber watch list together. Market closed now? Yeah, it closed at 1 o'clock. It closed at, and I'm still doing a power hour even with the market close. We'll still do the analysis on end of day. You're adding fiber to your diet. Ugh, sorry, Mike. Michael, that's actually funny, but not real funny. What time zone for the power hour, please? Eastern time zone. Eastern time zone. All right, you guys asked me for a lot of stocks today, so we just did more of a power hour with some stuff on the side. All right, it's not listed in events. I don't know how we do the YouTube. I don't know. I don't know. Who just said that? Rod. It should be there, but it's not. I don't know why it's not there. Gotta check on that. All right, let me go. I only got an hour to get prepared for it, and I've still got two. I still have two videos I gotta make. Market close. Why are you having a session? Go to wife. Because I work hard for you guys. My wife is. I've got a wife that knows that I love you guys, and she's willing to share me with you. That's why. That's why, Akshaya. She knows that I love you guys to death, and she's willing to share me with you because she knows how much I love VV Nation. All right. So I try to work hard for the money. Yeah, George is right. You're great, but too easily distracted with picks. I told you I shouldn't have looked at them, but I did. George, you're right. You are right, but I always want you guys to get whatever guidance I can give you on the stocks that you own. Hi, David. One more. MLCO. I gotta go. See, if I would have just shut y'all down, y'all would think that I'm a jerk. And I don't want y'all to do that. I don't want y'all to do that. I don't want y'all to ever think that I'm a jerk. So a lot of times I'm afraid. SMCI is coming back. T-Lou, I gave you my information on that. Interesting. Bouncing off support. The 3 went above the 8. It's above the 12. You know something? I'd be okay. Ooh-wee. I'd really like to see RT go above 1. I'd really like to see RT go above 1. But a little bit more aggressive. I'm okay with you getting in. Very little wick at the top. But you're going to catch headwinds at that level of resistance. Sitting at about 7 and some change. It's right now sitting at about 643. 7 and some change, you're going to catch headwinds. I wouldn't be mad at you for jumping in. The 3 is above the 8, and all of that is above the 20. RT, I would really like RT to be above 1, though. I would really love RT. We will see on SMCI. We will see. All I'm telling you, a lot of people jumped on board already. It got to a level of resistance, and what did it do? It got resisted. It got pushed back. I think that a lot of people out there are waiting to see what happens once the dust settles. All right, so Tlu, I hear you. I think that if you got in it now, you got in too early. That's me. All right, Tabula is right for the Black Friday special. Again, go to www.vectorvest.com/YT. 99 cents for 30 days. It gets you access to the VectorVest software. It will get you access to the mobile trading, not the mobile trading, but the trading room for you to catch today's stock analysis power hour at 2 o'clock on the VectorVest software. All right, I got to go. I do have to go. I'm not even going to sign out the way I normally do. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Stay warm. All right, Glenn, if you got to go, don't do it on a live webinar. And stop, Lou. All right, I love that. Mac Daddy says the best 99 cents you'll ever spend. It gives you 30 days. Gives you 30 days. All right, folks, I got to go. See ya. I see you when I see you. Cool. Shut us down.